Hello, good evening. How are you? This is Irish Dave here on the Bashor Children's Home 99 Club podcast. I tell you, we're supposed to have a guest this evening called Winfield Chester, who's a therapist here at Bashor Children's Home. And we're just having some technical difficulties with it. But, you know, as somebody who does radio and TV regularly, I figure the show must go on. So as soon as Winfield comes in, we'll join him to the conversation. But, you know, I wanted to take an opportunity to talk a little bit about Bashor Children's Home anyway, and their 99 Club podcast. So, well, first of all, why is it called the 99 Club? And secondly, why am I even here hosting this tonight? Well, it's called the 99 Club podcast for two reasons. One is Bashor Children's Home in Goshen is celebrating 99 years, providing help for today and hope for tomorrow for children who are abused and neglected, and to help them go through the toughest periods of their life. So they've been doing that for 99 years. Secondly, our goal is to get people to give $99. And if you do give $99, you become part of the Bashor Children's Home 99 Club. And you actually get it. I forgot to wear it. I think it's upstairs somewhere. Sorry. But I have a 99 Club t-shirt that we're going to give you as well. They're really nice. If you have a look at the logo up here in the corner, it's a t-shirt with that on it. Really top quality t-shirt. And you just get that as a little reminder and a little thank you that you're part of something bigger. So if you want to donate right now, I actually had an idea that tonight we should make this a $1,000 night podcast. I'm a special guest tonight. It's normally the wonderful Vince Turner. Vince is a local broadcaster. Vince worked at Bashor Children's Home, so he's a perfect person to host this podcast on a weekly basis. But he's away this week in Alabama with family at a graduation, so I thought I'd sit in. So I'm wondering if we can get some people to donate $99 and become a member of the exclusive 99 Club to support Bashor Children's Home. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Here's why I want to make it a $1,000 a night. I want to make it a $1,000 a night because I am willing to match your donation tonight up to $500. Okay? So if I can get 5 people to give $99 tonight, I'll match that and we'll make it a $1,000 night. Okay? That's what I'm willing to do because that's how much I believe in Bashor Children's Home. Now, our guest tonight is going to be Winfield Chester. We are having some technical issues with it, but hopefully he'll be able to log in and we'll chat with him. But the reason I wanted to come live anyway is I wanted to talk to you about Bashor Children's Home. So I set up a new business at the end of last year, working with nonprofit organizations, helping them share their stories. So I produce their social media. I help them with this podcast and different things. But since I've been working with Bashor, they were actually the first client that I got. I wanted to take a moment to tell you why I'm willing to match a donation. I've never met a more well-run organization that does more good than Bashor Children's Home. And, you know, I don't know if a lot of people really know what Bashor Children's Home does and the children that they help and the families that they impact. But time and time again, all I keep on hearing about is children who went through neglect and abuse, who had nobody else. These are really tough kids. In often cases, there's behavioral issues because they've been put through. I mean, what kid wouldn't have behavioral issues when they've been abused or neglected? So Bashor Children's Home takes them in because, you know, a lot of foster homes are not equipped for them. They come in and they help these children in a way that lasts forever. I hear stories all the time about people who were kids 15 years ago who are now 30 years old and they're now parents, and they talk to Bashor about how much that they've been helped by Bashor and how they're able to be good parents now. You know so much that the cycle of abuse and neglect goes through families so much that often when people are abused, they become abusers. But Bashor Children's Home, they stop all that. And they stop the cycle and show these children and these families that there's another way to live. And I can't tell you how much admiration I have for the people at Bashor Children's Home for everything that they do. And they've been doing this for 99 years. And I just think it is absolutely... They're a nonprofit organization that if they were not in this community would have a lot more people doing bad in it because they stopped the cycle. And what they're doing to help people become survivors of abuse, I can't think of a better organization that I would want to talk about and a better organization that I would want to help promote. From every staff member, from the custodians who help keep the place going, to the therapist like Winfield Chester, who's trying to log in and we'll get that sorted out, to the CEO, Sean McCrindle, everybody across the organization. I don't want to say from the top down because it's lateral. It's everybody across this organization does amazing work, and I'm really proud to be a part of it. So here's what I want to do. You know that I love fundraising, right? I love fundraising. And the reason I love fundraising is because I only fundraise for things that I absolutely believe in. And I can tell you wholeheartedly that I love Bashor Children's Home in Goshen and the work that they do. By the way, since I'm on my own right now, if you want to keep me company, if you comment on Facebook or LinkedIn or wherever you're watching this right now, because we're across a couple of different platforms, if you want to comment, I can see your comments on screen. So you can keep me company right now if you have any questions about anything. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to join the Bashor 99 Club. You see the logo up here in the corner? The 99 Club is to celebrate 99 years in the community helping out. And they started off so small. And I don't know if you've ever been to the campus right now, but what they have in Goshen is amazing. And the work that they do is amazing. So who will be the first person to join the 99 Club? If you do so, you get an exclusive 99 Club t-shirt. And if you missed the start of the podcast, I've pledged that I will match your donations up to $500 tonight. So I want you to give at bashor.org. I want to make this a $1,000 night here on the podcast, okay? Imagine we could make $1,000. Imagine the difference that would make to the children who are currently in Bashor Children's Home, and just to show the staff and the organization how much we're rallying behind them. So if 5 people give $99 tonight, I will match all 5 of those donations, and we'll round it up to $1,000. Okay, so here's how you donate. Go to bashor.org and become part. I want to say a big thank you to a couple of local sponsors. Obico Incorporated, one of the first people to come on board. They heard we were doing a podcast and they said, yes, we want to be part of that. New Way Construction also did the exact same thing. And we're now on our 6th episode of this podcast, and 2 new sponsors have come along because they've seen the good that it's doing in the community and the thousands of people that are watching this podcast twice a month, the first and third Wednesday of the month. We want to say thank you to Patrick Industries and Genesis Products. You know, when I think of Elkhart County and I think of businesses that really want to do good, I think of Obico and New Way and Patrick Industry and Genesis. They are 4 extremely generous organizations who are doing so well in their own field, but they're giving back to the community. Because I think, personally, I believe success is only a blessing if it's shared. That's how I feel about it. Like, what is the point in success if you don't share it? So thank you to all 4 of those companies. Don't forget, you can share your comments with me. If Winfield Chester can't come in, I'll probably just keep on talking till 7:30 in the hope that somebody watches it. Winfield is a therapist in our residential unit, and he's just having a little bit of technical difficulties logging in, but that's all right. We'll get the conversation at some point, whether it's tonight or on the next episode, because he's a great therapist. He's somebody who does amazing work with children. And, you know, I chatted with Sean McCrindle recently, who is the CEO of Bashor Children's Home, and he's been there for 20 plus years, and he's risen up the ranks and become the CEO in the last year or so. And you know, he kind of made a really good point. You know, they've really good benefits at Bashor but you know, nobody's getting rich working at a nonprofit organization. Bashor is a completely nonprofit organization, and the staff don't have it easy. You know, you think about days like Mother's Day, even Christmas. Like, Bashor Children's Home never stops. You think about all these days, Memorial Day weekend, Labor Day weekend, when so many of us can depend on being off. Our staff are in there taking care of these children 365 days a year, Christmas Day, every day, you know, and the sacrifice that they make in order to shape a better future for our children, that's an amazing sacrifice. I think the least we can do is give them some money. Like they're coming in every day. I'm just asking you to give $99 right now. Some comments here. Someone just said, Joshua, what's up, Irish Dave? Well, what's up here? I'm a guest host on the Bashor Children's Home podcast. Our guest is having some issues coming in, but I wanted the show to go on because I was thinking before I came in here, I was like, I want to make it $1,000 a night. I want us to raise $1,000 in 30 minutes, just between now and 7:30. That's what I want to do. So any more comments, you can comment wherever you're watching right now. I really appreciate it. And hopefully we can get our guest on in the next few minutes. But as I mentioned, if not, he'll be the next guest that's going to be on. All right. It is the Bashor Children's Home 99 Club. Just a reminder, I will match your donations up to $500. Can you afford to give just $99 tonight? Think about all the things you spend $99 on. I know, by the way, money is tight right now. You know, here's what I love to say about fundraising, and it's something I believe in so much, is that when you fundraise, it doesn't matter how much you give. What you're actually giving is your heart. And it's so true, right? Like if you become a millionaire and you can give 500 grand, that's cool. You're giving more money, but you're still giving your heart. If you're like me and like you and it's just ordinary jobs, ordinary money, and you can give $99, that's amazing because what you're actually giving is your heart. So if you can give $99, we would love that because we want you to be part of the Bashor Children's Home 99 Club. Because the work that they do, they are, in my opinion, one of the top 3 local nonprofits in the entire community, if not the top one, that are doing the most good. And they're a leader in the state. Other people look towards Bashor Children's Home when it comes to what they're doing because they've been doing it for 99 years. So I appreciate it so much what they're doing. I appreciate being a part of it. I know tonight isn't going according to plan, but that's all right. You know, it's we'll figure it out. We'll keep on going. Samantha McNeish says our staff is amazing, hands down. Samantha, you're so right. By the way, Samantha, if you want to put your email address in a comment, if anyone's watching this that actually might be interested in learning about working at Bashor Children's Home, I'll be able to share your email address on screen as well, because I know that you're in our HR and hiring department. So Samantha, if you want to write that up there, I'll share that on screen. As Samantha mentioned, our staff is amazing, hands down, and it is so, so true. Everybody who I've met at Bashor Children's Home, and I encourage you, by the way, because I know this is being broadcast across a couple of different platforms. If you want to find out more information about what Bashor does, please go to their Facebook page, Bashor Children's Home. You'll find it, or you can go to bashor.org, because as well as being a children's home, they also have opportunities for you to volunteer. You can also become a foster parent, which I think is a really important role as well. I'm a CASA, which is a court-appointed special advocate, so I'm not allowed to actually be a foster parent because it would be a conflict. But I have my own CASA cases that I have in the community that I'll advocate on behalf of some children. But I really encourage people, like when I first became a CASA, I thought to myself, is this going to be really heartbreaking? Is it going to be really hard? And what I realized was, and it's the same with foster care, what's actually really heartbreaking is thinking of these kids and not having a home to go to. So is it difficult sometimes to have kids who've been neglected or abused in your life? Is it difficult to welcome that into your life? Sometimes it is. But I've found that it's actually much more of a blessing than it ever will be close to being a hardship. And it's something that I find incredibly rewarding because these children are already out there. The only difference is that they're out there without you. So if you want to become a foster parent, you can go to bashor.org. I'd love to show you as well. Actually, I can probably share my screen right now. Let me see here. Just a little, Irish Dave production here. Let me show you their website real quick. So if you go to their website here, so you can see this right now, if you go to get involved and go down to become a foster parent, it's really cool, right? Because obviously you have questions and they have the answers. So that's what's really cool about this, because as you see here, Gary McRae, he's the program director and he does a wonderful job. And the thing that really makes Bashor stand out when it comes to foster care, especially, is that they are more supportive than any agency you could ever imagine. And these are local children, right? Like some agencies come in and advertise in this community, and it's children from all over the community or from all over the state. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that children that are in Indianapolis or anything don't deserve the same thing. Of course they do. But surely if we look after our own community, and that's what Bashor is, if everyone does that, then there's no need, right? And Bashor Children's Home. So you can go on here, you can actually hear what kind of training would you receive, what is it like. You can see here the different foster parents who've spoken to us about it. So if you go to bashor.org, click up the top on Get Involved. It's over here, and then click on Become a Foster Parent. That's a really great way to get involved with Bashor Children's Home as well. All right. So this is Samantha McNeish. Oh, hey, I just see that we have how you doing? You seem to be muted at the moment. Hang on. Your mic isn't connected yet, Winfield. So are you there now? Oh, I can't hear you. I swear we'll make this work. I can't hear you right now, but we'll figure it out in just a second, okay? So Samantha McNeish, she works with our hiring department at Bashor Children's Home. So if you want to email her, smcneish@bashor.org. Joshua says you're doing amazing things in the community. I listened to you since you came on the radio. Thank you so much. Megan says Irish Dave is awesome. So glad to follow the amazing organizations he works with. Megan, thank you so much. That's Megan from Monterey Mexican Bar and Grill. Thank you, Megan. And tonight, I do have something that I want to do. Tonight, I want you to donate $99 and become a member of the exclusive 99 Club to support Bashor. And as I mentioned, I will actually match your donations up to $500. Can we hear you now? No? I still can't hear you for some reason. I don't think your mic is, it doesn't appear that your mic is connected. I swear we'll make this work eventually. This is what happens the one time that I decide to become a guest host on the Bashor Children's Home podcast. We'll get you in here in just a second. All right. It is Bashor Children's Home podcast. It is what it is, right? We'll figure it out. So I wonder if anyone's donated yet. Bashor.org is where you can go to donate. And if you do donate, I will match up to $500 towards that. So I'm trying to make it a $1,000 a night. So the idea behind it is that if I can get 5 people to give $99, you also get an exclusive Bashor Children's Home t-shirt. And it's only exclusive. By the way, this is only going out to 99 people who donate. So yeah, if you give $99, I hope to get 5 people, and then I will match it, and then we'll make it a $1,000 a night. And let me see if I can get you back in here. I still cannot hear you for some reason. I don't. Maybe we could just mouth the words and see if people know what you're saying. Oh man, I really want to hear from Winfield Chester, because he's a therapist here at Bashor Children's Home. And look, we'll figure it out. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We'll stop this broadcast for now. We'll try figure it out. And then if we can figure it out, we'll come back on at 7:30. Otherwise, Winfield will be the guest on the next one. But I really would love for you to donate. It would mean the world to me if you could donate right now, because I love Bashor Children's Home. Everything they do really is authentic and helping children who are neglected and abused. Is there any better cause? Like, I just don't think there is, because that's where everything starts. If we can help the children from the start, then most of the problems that we see in adults now will be gone if we can give the children the actual guidance and direction and support that they need. So let's figure this out. Donate $99. I will match it. Bashor.org. Let's do it. Maybe we'll see you back in a few minutes. Maybe we'll see you again in a couple of weeks, but we'll figure this out. All right. Love you guys so much. Let's just have a look at this comment. Bashor Children's Home is amazing. The more I learn about them, the more I love them. They are the real deal. You know what, Marilee, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. You're so right. And that's how I feel about it, because I've been working with Bashor for a couple of months, helping them share their message. And they're one of those organizations that every week I meet someone different and I just learn something new, and I learn something. And then you see the passion in people, and you can see that it's a really tough job because they're dealing with the toughest children. And, we love these children, but they're in a situation where they've been through a lot, and the staff just keep turning up. They just keep supporting. They keep showing up. And I just love it. I think what they're doing is is truly God's work. So, hey, we'll try to talk to you in a couple of minutes. We'll figure out this link with Winfield, and we'll come back on Facebook and LinkedIn Live. Thanks for listening into I guess we'll call this the pre-show.